NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out here with the option left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
Here's Mixon. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Mariota and the Raiders now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Brought down back at his own 5-yard line.
Back near his goal line. Mariota. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Fights forward at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they get...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mariota's throw complete here to Waller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, it's Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Chiefs 17, Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mahomes' throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They're going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rolling to his right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
brushing off defenders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Mariota.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action. Mario, and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
Pushes past him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for KC.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A second down throw here for Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a second down.
Brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 10. Mariota again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action now. Mariota. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. So the false start will back them up 5. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Mariota. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Mixon with a first down carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown! That's how we do it. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25.
27. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.